We struggle for his existence, and the proof is in what is prevailing. And we are realists. What can we do? Life has taught us to be realists. The state of Israel, with the good parts of it and the difficult parts of it, the Israeli shipping industry with the good parts and difficult parts of it. We prevail, we are here, and we were here to celebrate Papa's 70th birthday. And again, thank you very much for coming. And thank you, Papa, again.
תודה. מזל טובים. לא קריאה.
The thing is that it's very hard to we know if you go to ancient period, if you look at Hashmonaim stones, so Hashmonaim stones are very unique in the shape. If you look at it is exactly stones that are
There is the King David Hotel.
sometimes the way that you select the stone, that you carve the stone, you know exactly which period it was built. But this has to be in a context. You can't take a stone.
Yeah, in your hotel. Yes. No, it's David's Tower. It's called David's Tower, but by mistake. by mistake. It calls David's Tower, but David had nothing to do with this tower.
Visiting. Look. Special feelings for the survivors.
Come on, don't get lost.
You mean like that cemetery we went to?
Anything, I don't want you touching it. No, it's just my sister. I have to do a little presentation on my school. Not my school,
What's my steak? It's not very ice. Okay, good night, everybody.
To explain what is Israel and what about Israel.
I do feel ashamed.
It has an architectural beauty.
Beautiful. You see, there is the Dome of the Rock, and
Yes.
here is the Al-Aqsa. You see the...
Yes. I have been to both of them a few times.
You see the Al-Aqsa?
It's Mount Scopus. Mount Scopus.
Yes. Lela will be there.
And then that tower, the square tower there, it's Augusta Victoria.
Costa Victoria, yes.
And right in front of us, that's Mount of Olives.
Yes, right.
That's the cemetery, the Jewish
Yes.
cemetery.
I wanted to ask you, Aaron.
Both of my
do they-
parents
do
and
they prefer-
grandparents
do they
are buried
prefer
there.
To leave it naked like this?
Yeah.
Is it a kind of a tradition, custom to leave it naked?
What do you mean?
They don't leave them.
Orthodox Jews do not, although in some cemeteries, I think there are some rules about it in which, in some sections that they do allow, but actually, as a matter of fact, you don't have their space
Yes.
in order to plant trees.
Right,
It's
there's
very
no
dense
space.
and very,
That's true.
but I know they don't allow vegetation or flowers
In cemetery.
Contrary to us that we do it much.
Not only because there are some, let's say, in Kibbutzim.
Yes,
The
but
cemetery is the
you know,
most beautiful
it
spot.
was
Gazed, and we look from King David. So the first time we came, Lela, you remember? 67, August 67, when we came to the old city.
yes, there is the Dormition Church on Mount Zion,
Right.
in which you have also the Last Supper Hall
Yes.
and also the King David tomb. traditionally.
yes.
עמית, יש פה צילומים, אתה יכול לראות בצילומים כל דבר.
עם nephew, no? When you come, you are back and we have an evening together, Aaron.
Yes.
In Limassol. Yes, but not for now.
Yes.
We sit
That is the Hyatt
hours and
Hotel.
talk. Yes, that is the Hyatt.
Mount Zion, the church on Mount Zion, in which you have also the Last Supper hall, and on the other hand you have also the tomb of King David, traditional tomb of King David.
Dormition Church.
Dormition on Mount Zion. Now what you see there on the mountain, that's the UN headquarters.
Yes.
That's the UN.
Up there.
Yes, up there. It's the UN headquarters,
Used to be the British there. no?
and the British High Commissioner used to live there. I mean, it was his residence. Was there?
Gestimanì non dovevano vedere, se nel sì, Gestimanì.
Was parking mechanics?
Alternate Yiga, no?
Yes.
Is the one which has been re-erected. It's very interesting. Il Barul called. Ah, you see the horses there? Lella? I think that there is nothing better for the group of mayors with the excavations.
Ah, in that mayor's
No,
contract.
84, April 84.
Lella was very happy here, huh?
When you mean 2 months ago?
2 weeks ago.
But he went to Haifa.
For the Jewish people, they definitely remember. All of them.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Good. For how long did you
New
come?
Jersey and you put it together.
For how long did you come?
6 weeks.
We go here, but I think we have to come back from here.
Any personal thoughts, you think?
What? You collecting them?
And way,
Who?
the kibbutzim,
Ah,
they work 4 hours there,
kibbutzim,
and then
yes.
they are free.
absolutely.
You see, these landscape architects.
realize that
Generally,
that's
the
and the other is that it was quite so beautiful when anybody else says it was so beautiful. But still.
That's the municipality of Jerusalem, and they have now a plan to expand it and to rebuild.
It's my dear friend.
But he has a long account, it seems.
Yes,
With everyone, like this or like this.
Maybe he's rehearsing some
But
bitterness.
if I had the notice not confirmed that he had the intention to come with the Palestinians, then he spoke about items, so part of the people there, they were not related at all. No, and we didn't see the relation. He wanted to, no, but we have to found the association. In the worst of the cases, if we will ask some coordination with, I didn't, I confess my ignorance. I didn't know that Cyprus is still a member of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
It's today, but today it's very, I had, for instance, that Mrs. Bhutto spoke to me with Mrs. Thatcher about the possibility
To come back.
to re-enter, to come back. I confess, I didn't know that they went out. No, I assume it's important, but it's not the...
You have some other issues to follow, I mean.
No,
It's the same with Canada. We want to make Israel Canada. So for
Some of them
association,
turn
as
to
you
be
said.
republics, and as republics have remained in the
Yes,
the
I remember
Commonwealth.
it was a time when South Africa was so, then they went out because
Such
the other
people
one.
like Dr. Trude Dotan and their colleagues who were in Cyprus can do.
yes, of course.
Some people of the Zim can do. Some people of our seamen can do. Some people of the Kibbutzim who know Cyprus very well can do. Importers, exporters, we have exporters here. Manufacturers, we have manufacturers here. They can do. We must help you. We must give you a list from the embassy.
So
and
we
from what we
will
have,
make a meeting, we
and
will
you make a
invite
meeting.
them
This is
to
the
a
question.
meeting.
if you call 20 people, maybe 10 will come. From the 10 people, 5 of them will be active, then we form
No, but
already.
there's another thing. I understand. There's not a Cyprus ambassador here, no?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
We'll have
Okay.
one soon.
I hope it will be. No?
Inshallah.
Here there are
Yes,
two
we have.
points to stress.
Yes,
A, so long there is need,
yes.
there's not. You have the association to organize, for instance, small receptions. A small reception was the day of the independence of Cyprus. And invite
And the others, George Vasiliou is our president, and the others to see. And if, as I hope, we get El Al flying, if we get El Al flying, then things will become much more easy.
Ireland doesn't
For
fly
us.
to Cyprus?
Not
For the
yet.
last 15 years they didn't fly,
Not yet.
but
Before they
Sure, yes.
actually El Al was the last airline to operate
And it
through
was
the
one of the first to
troubled
come
period.
to Cyprus.
because of the... I see.
invasion.
Yeah.
Then later we had
And the other
further
part
problems.
is formally like another country. What's the formal situation? The occupied part.
The occupied part is a very abnormal situation, I think.
Yeah, I know, because in the
They've
UN they are not.
no, they have unilaterally declared independence, but they are not recognized by,
By the
any
UN.
other country. No, by any other
Any
country
country.
except for Turkey.
Except Turkey.
Except Turkey.
And our aim now is that we unify the country by forming a federal state.
I see.
And the
Like
latest,
Canada, for instance.
like Canada, for
Yeah.
instance, like America, like perhaps Germany, our like Switzerland.
I know, but I say like Canada and Switzerland because of the ethnic implications
yes.
of this.
So we agreed, our leadership agreed, I say this so that you know how we stand,
Okay.
that the principle of the freedom of movement, which is very important, and the principle of the property, right of property, the right of settlement are agreed, but because our Turkish compatriots feel that they should be majority in their own zone, to find means and ways so that a bigger number of Greek refugees return to a Greek administered part and a smaller part return to the occupied areas so that they are majority there.
You say some kind of cultural autonomy.
Yes. So we will be working then through one government, And this will save, I hope, if it comes, the future of Cyprus, of our children, of our grandchildren. Because after all, and my friend Aaron Lopez knows it very well, personally I believe and I preach that the human being is good if it's guided correctly. We become terrible if we are not guided correctly. We lived with the Turkish Cypriots for years and I experienced it. I was at school with Turkish Cypriot boys. I was at work with Turkish Cypriot boys. I was in the army with the Turkish Cypriot boys. I was the boss for Turkish Cypriots.
You speak Turkish?
A little bit. Unfortunately, I studied a little. But what happens, and this is wrong, and I always said it in Israel, please see that the Israeli boys
I agree
learn
with you,
Arabic.
100%. That's why I asked
we
if
are
you speak
we are
Arabic.
decided in Cyprus. Soon we have these things to introduce Turkish in our schools, and of course Turks to introduce in Greek, because Turks speak Greek.
Yes.
They have been
They were
a
obliged
minority,
to learn because-
and they were obliged to learn. But we live together. We live together. Weddings together, burials together, work together. Of course, there were the politics, which always
I mean, weddings together, intermarriages. I mean,
not intermarriages,
No.
but if we got married, a number of our guests were Turkish.
yes.
If
No,
they
don't
got
forget,
married,
there's
yes,
two religions also.
to religions,
Yes,
Very few happened. Very
Yes,
few
the
happened.
love
That's the
affairs.
reason why I've asked.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
no intermarriages.
Yeah.
Very
Love
few,
affairs.
very few.
And we have a lot of love affairs. I mean, we should not refuse it. And don't forget that we in Cyprus, the Greek Cypriots, who today, a number of us are Turkish Cypriots, are the successors of Christians, Greek, who have been forced into Islamism. Well, this is history, and he who does not admit it makes
But
mistakes.
something like that now with Bulgaria.
Yes, there is another problem.
No,
Yeah,
because
another.
no, but I will tell you why it reminds me, because now that the Bulgarians want the Islamic Turks to go back to Turkey, they were Bulgarians that were obliged by
Yes,
the
to convert to
Turkey, by
Islam.
the Ottoman Empire to convert
Yes,
to
yes.
Islam.
But then they allowed them to become chauvinists, and now you have this nationalistic feeling, because if they were citizens, or if they adapted, or if they were assimilated with the regime, they would not go, isn't it? They go because they have not money.
You are part. You are part
Now
of
they
it.
will see forever how hard you work.
Yes, with the Coca-Cola and so
I
on.
will open it, okay?
No, don't Coca-Cola.
With the Coca-Cola, yes.
Della, stand there. Papa,
Yo no me salí
please
con
move
eso.
inside. Yes.
You will send us one picture, and this is video.
Yeah, we
for
send
us,
the video. People who work hard,
Video.
or people which hard for them to work.
I didn't want to say that because he's my boss. But here, that's you are written
The golden
down
book.
in the golden book of the, because I found out that you have already trees in your name.
Yes.
In close to Nazareth, no? 100 trees. I did a detective work.
We had some.
And we have 10,000.
10,000.
Thousands. Yes, tanto me gusta. Yeah.
Yes.
So ya me ves en la lista.
It's very
Nahum, let me thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Sarah.
Please.
Thank you.
Please hold the.
Yes.
Yeah,
You put it here, like this.
yeah.
Agrega.
Wszystko już, wszystko.
Even people which companies not so, you know that even Stalin is there, but
In the
not from
golden
now.
book.
It was in the 40s
When
during
you have time
Stalingrad,
next
you know.
time, I take you to the Keren
אתה שמעת על זה, בשנת 40 באיזשהו קהילה בחוץ לארץ, בארצות הברית, רשמו את סטלין בספר.
Do they
כן,
write
כן.
them twice?
No, it's not Salah Shabbat. It's
No.
once. Why?
Because I got a feeling I am there.
No, you are not.
אולי,
No, I asked. No, you are not in the golden book. You
Not
have
perhaps.
trees on your name.
wait a
but you
minute,
were,
perhaps
no,
I
not
can
in the
help you,
golden
you
book.
can be אתה רוצה להיות אולי בתמונה גם,
For the trees.
Not the first.
שרה, Sarah,
Yes.
You are not in the
Sarah,
golden
perhaps we can ask one of the girls for one moment.
זה כמה פעמים זה לא.
חצי שוב וזה יפסיק.
זה לא מפסיק להיות...
חצי בכפתור.
רגע.
רגע.
זה לא... זה ריק, עכשיו ריק.
So deeply proud of what is happening to me in this country.
But you deserve it. It's the least.
At times, I said yesterday, and I want to repeat it all the times, Jewish people are very sentimental people, and they're very good friends. And I experienced it not only for myself. If a Jew is your friend, and you ask from a Jew to do something for you, you will do it all along. And this is what brings me so close to the Jewish people, because I'm exactly the same. I am a friend.
We are both Mediterranean
my
people.
friend.
Huh?
Yes.
That's the Mediterranean
Get
Sea.
off the voice? Yes?
So, באמת תודה רבה.
No, שום דבר.
Yes.